Hi, welcome back. I hope that you started your day with meditation. If not, please get there. It's very important and it will help you so much on your journey. Today, I want to talk about divine timing. Divine timing is everywhere. It's all around you. Everything that happens in divine timing. There's no accidents. There's no mistakes. There's no coincidences. Everything is already mapped out for you and is happening, unfolding exactly as it's meant to for you. So, my story, my actual reality that happened for me, that made me understand, looking back, kind of, that everything's unfolding in divine timing. I had awoken spiritually, although I didn't know that's what it was at the time. I awoke spiritually, 1. 2, I had the really, really bad night that I could not stop the thoughts from coming. And so I had realized that if I'm in the present moment, nothing can harm me. If you stay right here in the present moment, don't look at the past, don't look at the future, in the present, nothing can harm you. And I had realized that. And so one day I'm sitting there, I'm flipping through videos on YouTube, and I come across New World All-Stars. I'm like, oh, what the heck? It's Twin Flame Journey. That's the line, he had that in there, Kurt did. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't want any more of this Twin Flame Journey garbage. That is not what this is. This is my spiritual awakening. Why do I keep seeing this stuff? And so I was like, for some reason, I opened the video and I played it. And he's like, this isn't really your twin flame journey. This is your spiritual awakening. I was like, see, he's right. So needless to say, he mentioned the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I was like, I'm going to get it. So being a delivery driver, I have time that I can just play books. So I got the audiobook and I started listening. And some of the stuff I understood. A lot of the stuff was like another language, some foreign language, and I did not understand it. I was like, okay. I got more though of the information that I needed at that time. Like understanding, like it sunk in more. Like I got a new level of understanding as far as the soul, who I really was, I got more understanding about being present and how to be present more, what to do to slow down, to intentionally do things, to take the focus off of everything around me and focus in on what I'm actually doing. And that was information I needed at that time. Everything happens exactly as it's meant to. There's no mistakes. There's no coincidences. There's no accidents. Everything that's meant for you is going to come to you with divine time, or in divine time. My thing I always say is, in divine time with divine love is how it's going to arrive. And that is 100% what I believe. That is 100% what I know. If you haven't already, Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, and my book. My book is about my journey, my personal journey. Again, it's not going to necessarily make sense the first time you read it. I'm on the 3rd time of reading Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, and I can absorb a lot more now than I could back then. And each time it's like I get a little more information from it. Even just like rereading stuff from my own book, I pick up more information. But my book goes over my journey. It has journal entries, it has information, it has things that will help you, like The Power of Now, New World All-Stars. They have a lot of information there that's very helpful. I stopped watching them though, because he pulls you in with the twin flame journey, and the more I try to get out of the twin flame journey, I'm like, I can't handle seeing this. It's not what it is. Stop putting that there. But I did listen to a lot of his stuff, and he does have a lot of good information. There is quotes, there's mantras, there's things on your chakra in my book. My book's just like a lot of information for you, and it's like firsthand account of the things I went through. The thinking you're crazy, oh, that's a good one. You're like, all this is happening, you've met this person, they're like this magical little being who they can't do anything, nothing that they do, say, or anything is ever going to make you not want to be with them. It's never going to make you stop loving them. You want them 100%. Nothing's going to stand in your way. And that's the mind. That is completely the mind. When you reach, and you know, the sort of Zen place, I guess. I don't know if I'm Zen yet, but when you reach the calm after awakening, after everything, and your mind's calmed and you've reached union, you get to a point where that's not anymore. You don't honestly care one way or another if you're together. You don't care if you see them again. You don't care if you talk to them. They're no longer important. They're no longer something that has to be in your life. You get to that calm point and it's amazing. That's one reason I won't say whether my other life journey, which is what I call my twin flame, because twin flame is a label. I won't say whether we're together. I won't tell you who they are. None of that has to do with any of this. What you're on right now, this path, this is your spiritual awakening. This is you realizing you are not the mind. And the more meditation you do, the more you're going to understand. The more you can see you're not the mind. The more you can see it is just running its mouth constantly. Constantly. I mean, mine will even start singing songs. If I'm not paying attention, if I'm not going along for the ride, and I'm not 100% Zen all the time. There's times, and I think possibly that this is always going to happen, unless you're like, I don't know, like Eckhart Tolle. I think you're still going to have times where your mind is going to try, because you don't lose your ego. The ego death, you have the ego death, but your ego doesn't die. It's what dies off is the old character you were, that character you were playing, that persona. That's what dies off and is no longer. When the ego death, when that happens, when all that old stuff is gone and you're left with just like this shell, and you're just like, for a while you may just be blah, like you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to see anybody, you just go through the motions. That's what it feels like. You're going through the motions. But then after a little while, you're no longer going through the motions. You start feeling, you start becoming who you're supposed to be. And you're still shedding layers that aren't you. I still find myself shedding layers that are not me. And that's the whole part of this. That's the whole path. That's a whole path in itself. You're not doing, I don't know. I lost my train of thought, sorry, because a little dragonfly flew by. They are everywhere for me. Dragonflies, butterflies, things in nature, they like really come. So, but you will get there. Everyone does. It's your path, and I have faith. I have faith in you. I have faith in me. Have a beautiful day. Lots of loving energy, peace,